Hi guys, and welcome back to your man, your boy, to your usual Starcraft PH replay casting. I'm your host Dax, and let's get it on. Let's get it done. This time, it's gonna be a TVZ. Let's introduce our players in the bottom right side of Acropolis LE, the newest and sauciest addition to the map pool. It's gonna be Gravity. In the meantime, here on the top left, we got a miracle on that Zerg. And I mean by newest, it wasn't in the map pool for the simple qualifiers, but now it's back in black, back in action. And honestly, WCS looking really good with Acropolis over Automaton LE. But anyway, here we go again. It's been a while, and since we had the qualifiers in the first place, I had to take a break. Just get used to the tournament action, and it was an amazing time. Congratulations to our top three. We had Nux, we had Phoenix, and we also had... Come on, tip of my tongue. It starts with a letter... C. Yeah, Saipem. There you go. What a guy. Saipem as well, giving us that absolute banger on the top 3 matchup. So that was so amazing, and thank you guys for tuning on in, as well as my man, the Panda user, hopping over from Hearthstone, going back to Starcraft for just a little bit. Maybe one day we can revitalize Gwent Philippines one more time. So yeah, anyway, let's get it on, let's get it done. We are gonna get a hatchery first here for the side of Miracle, and yeah, you might see a little more jargon from me recently. I've been treading more up to date with the builds and what they're really termed as in the first place. But Reaper opening with the command center expansion here for Gravity, very standard stuff between our two players. So in Cebu, honestly, I feel like there are a lot of one-sided matchups that were broadcasted, and instead a few matchups that were closer were, left in the dust. So if you guys do have any replays from the Cebu qualifiers and was not streamed, please take note that it was not streamed. Feel free to send them over to the usual gamesarepool@gmail.com, and I will get into that maybe in a special or something, maybe in a live stream, and just do them simultaneously or one by one. But anyway, SCV now will get taken down. Command center being poked at here by Miracle, and a really good 6 Zergling timing forces a cancel, and now Gravity immediately building up that wall. Reactor tech into play, so this will take a while to actually build on up. Usually you want to have the tech lab swap it over for whatever you're getting, but now since Gravity is on the back foot, he has to play defensive on that high ground. Miracle though might find the opening. The supply depot is down. Will he come on up? Oh my god, the chance is there, but no, it doesn't happen. And as the supply depot comes on back up, the factory is behind. Speaking of behind, it's the Marine going for the shots, but the SCV is not being pulled yet. Here we go. Finally, the repair crew is on the way. And yes, the supply depot doing its job. Has always been a wall. When you think about supply depot, you get food from this, right? So you grab a snack, and you hear aliens munching on the other side. It sounds like Ratatouille, where the rats are trying to get into the pantry or something, and you're gonna try to cook, and you open it up, and you see all those rats, and like, ooh la la indeed. But yeah, second base up and running here for Miracle, looking good, looking great in that supply. 32 to 24 right now in terms of the workers, and we are gonna get metabolic boost ready to go in a bit just as well. For now, the Scouting Overlord being poked at. And what will Miracle transition into? In the meantime, Gravity going for the standard 1-1-1. Will decide to open up his tech tree. Might go for Battlecruiser first, or go for some mech play. It is going to be your Hellion opening. Very good against light units. In the meantime, it's going to be a Viking as well as Banshee Cloak. This is interesting. So Gravity gonna go for the Banshee Cloak. Did Miracle actually see that coming? Maybe he did. The glow of the tech lab gonna be there, and will he respond in kind? The Viking, of course, very good at hunting those overlords down. You want to deal with the supply as much as possible. You want to be pesky, and it's a really good investment for any Terran player. Unfortunately, the Viking not as strong on the ground right now, so it's really just a one-off unit. 3 bases though up and running here for Miracle. Your standard Zerg just deciding to transition on out as much as possible. The creep tumors though getting singed, and that's one operation the Hellions cannot perform in time. Gravity though gonna go on down, and it seems like Miracle is really hunting for those overlords somewhere around the map, but go for the roast. Trying to get that hatchery. The queens are in position. Here comes the Zerglings as well. And these metabolic boosted Zerglings are quite quick, but they will get toasted easily by those Hellions. One of them goes down. Another one bites the dust. And this Hellion, though, will get the kill on the Zerglings. But here we go with some more. Another wave of attackers. Gravity right now looking like he's on 0G. Just leaves this one Hellion to its demise. We go for the cleanup, though. And it seems like the Zerglings were the only lost in that fight. So yeah, so far, 11 Zerglings lost here by Miracle. Honestly, not a bad investment of the units. In the meantime, we are going to get that double Evo Chamber by the second. Double pop those upgrades as much as possible. And we go straight into BC. Fusion Core all the way in the back. The BC, just an all-around unit, so strong. We also have the Great Wall of Supply Depots up and running. But this is a heavy investment. That's 500 mils down the drain. Gravity can use that for something else. So it seems like this defense is gonna be all about walling on in and use the BC for cover. The one SCV though cornered already. Here we go for the pokes, and yeah, call on down and rise back up. Interesting gate. Interesting gate. I feel like that's really just how gates work now in Terran Dominion Society. It's like you put all the food outside and it's just pretty much bait for anything else. Interesting note though, Gravity and decide to go for that third. Is this a worthwhile investment? Might be a little dangerous as he doesn't really have map control. And look at that army supply, still 21 to 14. Actually not as bad as you would think. Worker supply instead for Miracle, though, almost coming to the double mark, trying to saturate those 3 bases. So honestly, greed is the name of the game here for Miracle, but he needs something to deal with. That Viking finally takes care of it. The ashes, the dust of the jet gonna be on the cafe. And that I didn't order a jet fuel. I ordered a really good vanilla milkshake and some fries. But the larva now coming on out of this lair tech. Interesting, we haven't really seen a transition out of Zergling so far, and that might have changed real quick with the Baneling Nest coming our way instantaneously. Gonna get the rolling upgrade as well with that extra HP to help out those Banelings to get those targets. But yeah, +1 on melee, +1 on Carapace as well means that this is gonna be a commit onto the Ling Force. This might actually turn into Ultralis later on, because honestly, melee upgrade for Zerg isn't the most flexible in terms of ground. For now though, the BC going for the poke doesn't get any kills. A swarm of queens just underneath, gonna clean that one up. And now this is an opportunity for Miracle. He knows it. He's gonna run all the way to the other side. Look at these Zerglings sprint their way to victory. They're trying to get there. And they're gonna see the supply depot open. This might be the opportunity here for Miracle right now. Gonna swarm on the Marines. And Gravity still hasn't plugged that leak. Might need to call a plumber. The third base though gonna get lifted on up. Unfortunately, it's an open command instead of a PF. But still, Miracle just has to watch that one happen. Now in the other side, it's gonna be Hydralisk Test finally. Here for Miracle, Infestation Pit gonna be up and running as well to go into that hive tech we were talking about. So a little bit of anti-air. The SCVs are like, I ain't going out there. Not a good idea. But yes, Gravity right now having some SCV station, and this might be an opportunity here for Miracle to actually go for the bait and switch. He lets the wall down again. He goes back to the third command center, tries his luck. Gonna go for combat shield at the same time. You want to get combat shield first. It is more efficient than stim back in many situations, and as well as the fact that it does have a shorter research time. Now Miracle will see the medevacs coming, and how will he actually respond into that one? Seems like he actually doesn't even care, doesn't really pay attention. Oh no, the Queen's already transitioning to the northwest side of the map. But not really the best aspect of it. Now, where are the medevacs? They are by the center. They are going to drop on down. And what is this force going to really do? Will they clean up creep tumors? Will they just be in the front line? They are going to go for the stim pack already. Feels like that the Marines have already researched that one up earlier into the fights. And there's this round on the Queen. We'll get that takedown. Now this is the 5th base for Miracle. Under attack, but that's a lot of Zerglings looking scary. The Banelings trying to get inside as well. The medevac will go down. No one survives except that lone Marine. Gonna be suffering from PTSD after that one. But overall, this is a scary force from Miracle, and he has just started. Now he does go for the pokes, and it does get cleaned up by the Marine Marauder and Medivac Ball. But now another Swarm Zerg is coming their way. The Marauder trying to get a few hits. Doesn't have concussive shot yet. In the meantime, the Medivac's going for the heals. And the Banelings right now not used as efficiently as they should be. But Acid will spew on the right-hand side. Miracle wasting the opportunity there. Wasting a little bit of his resources. But production-wise, gonna go for 17 drones. And Miracle is absolutely greedy. He does not respect his opponent and any kind of army coming his way. In the meantime, more Marauders showing on up. Marines are there as well. We also have Widow Mines, exactly what you want to have against a Zergling force. Unfortunately, these Marauders don't have slow yet. Might not need it because those Zerglings are so quick. But you know what's even quicker? A better backdrop to your face as the Marines now getting topped on up. And pop those drugs, and here we go again. Starter step to way to victory. Michael Jackson gonna be dancing his grave right now. Here we go with the surround onto the drone line. The Zergling's trying to go for the poke. This one Marine over eager, look for a promotion, will get taken down. And here comes the Hydronist. But the thing about this right now is he doesn't have any Hydra upgrades. It's not gonna be as potent as can be. But the Medivac will fall with everyone on the inside. The corpses of the Marines completely singed. And this one Medivac decides to go by the beach, hide by the alcove, and stay alive. Now we are going to go into some Hydra movement speed here and now for Miracle. He is on Hive Tech as well, and I'm just waiting for the big bad elephants to come on out. But it's double Spire instead for Miracle, meaning one of these are going to become a greater Spire, the other one double pumping up those upgrades at the same time. And a number of Banelings gonna be transformed really soon. Gravity knows this. He sees it out in front. The disrespect here from Miracle. He does not care about his opposition. But it seems like the wall is being built. There is an opening though, but it is gonna be a funnel instead. Big hits from the Widow Mines. Now the Baneling bust onto the Spy Beetle doesn't even need to do so. It is gonna hit those Widow Mines though, not gonna be as effective. See, Miracle not respecting his opponent right now, but Gravity is under attack. Miracle now coming on from the left hand side, but again these Hydralists aren't as potent as can be. And it seems like Gravity will be forced to pull the SCVs, but in terms of army supply, he is pretty much looking good, looking great. Apparently, it's the worker supply rather looking good, looking great. 76 to 49. What happened there? One base goes down, and Gravity now is all the way up in terms of that economy. So cheeky play here from Gravity allows the opening to happen. The Zergling funnel does allow the Widow Mine to get a good hit. Yes and yes. Interesting though, Miracle not microing up his units. The Banelings going for the Widow Mines instead. Could have been a lot better in the execution. But anyway, here we go again with the Force. We are going to see +2/+2 though for Gravity on that Bio Ball. He's working on +1 as well on top of that with the ship weaponry. So might be PCs into our future, but Tech Lab now out and about. Marauder is going to be built as well to deal with anything else the Marines can't handle. And in the meantime, with the mines littering up the battlefield, the Medivac still might need some heals for the time being, might need some repairs. Command Center's now coming on up. We do get a skirmish up on top. And overall, yeah, the Medivac's deciding, okay, I'm out. Peace. They lose one Medivac, but it's not the one loaded on up. So, well done there to Gravity. Minimizing losses. He's gonna try to get some upgrades along the way. Did he actually get the accelerator upgrade already for the Medivac? I'm not really too sure. It doesn't show onto the map right now. But still, that extra cooldown might help on out for these drops. But you know what's even better? +3 on Marines, on Marauders. They're gonna look so scary. Maybe some Ghosts might help out in the future as well. But for now, it is gonna be Liberators instead. Double pumped up out the Reactor. It's interesting they made the Liberator a Reactor unit instead. It feels like it's quite hefty for what it does. But at the same time, that slow fire rate makes it make sense. So yes, Gravity right now, looking good, looking great. Has been macroing on up quite well so far. But the thing about this is Miracle still can pull something out of the bag. He's now on the back foot after a commanding lead. Has been stuck on Zergling Tech for quite a while. And I don't think he's actually gone into Adrenal Gland so far. Could have written that attack speed might help on that. But here we go again with the pokes. The Marauders are stuck on the corner. The Banelings will waste each other. And yeah, it's just gonna be one Scanning Force there from Gravity completely chewed apart. But Miracle again, not gonna get really real value out of that one. In the meantime, we're just waiting for the spawning pool to do absolutely anything. Still in Hive Tech, no lurkers as well. Could be a lot better to help on out. But what is this? Here we go with the Ghost Academy, a tactical cloak. as well. Gonna be important. Here we go with the brawl though. The Baneling's out in front, gonna get a few hits along the way. The Hydra's gonna retreat, but here comes the Rollers one more time. Beautiful Star Step. The Marauder will tank that one up, and that's gonna be Baneling's turned into mush instead. Unfortunate for the front lines. They were turned into acid, into skeletons, but overall Gravity so clean again with this Bio Ball. This is looking a little scary. It's gonna be Liberators out in front. Can just command the ground with the Liberation mode. At the same time, those rockets just doing some clutch cluster damage against flyers, especially if they go for Mutalisk instead. Now we do have the Great Spire, and the Corruptors are coming on. Now it might turn into Brood Lords in just a bit. It means I know more ship weaponry here, and now for our Terran player. +3 for armor, gonna be almost ready to go, and this Bio Ball gonna be so hefty, gonna be so scary. I wish he would repair his units though before anything else. This is interesting. Why would there be a Cell Naga tower out in the open of a city? Like, you build a city around the Cell Naga tower and people just take pictures by it. It's like, what? It's a big what? But you also know what's what? Here comes the army of Miracle on that north hand side right now. If you're around creep spreading, and that's one thing Miracle has done well. The creep is pretty hefty along the map. It's pretty much 50% already. But here we go with 100% effort from Gravity. Going for the pokes. Doesn't get the creep tumor in time. It lives at 6 HP. But this hatchery should go down. No cancel whatsoever. The Banelings still trying to go for this round. And this time Miracle gonna be able to get a wonderful hit. Oh, Gravity. Absolute madman. You know, guys, the Manhattan Project was one thing, but this is ridiculous. And back in the day, back in Vegas, they were just like, what have we created? What have we done? And it seems like Gravity, generations and generations have passed, and here he is showing up what can be done in the first place. Interesting note, he has given up the command center on that high ground. He is just proxy manner, what you call this, long range mining. Honestly, could have used the refineries there and then, so he's honestly just on 3-4 bases so far, looking to build that 5th. In the meantime, here for Miracle, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases as well. Oh, interesting. So he did lose some drones. Where do we get the worker skill? Count 30 already for Gravity, and munching up those Zerglings as well. It seems like the Liberation and the drops are just putting so much pressure on our Zerg player right now. But he is going to the 200 mark. Now the real question is, oh, the nuke! The nuke is coming! Here we go with the nuclear missile. The Ghosts are also gonna try to run into the spray. But it's very ambitious for Gravity right now. He doesn't have too much energy. Infestor's gonna be there as well. EMP might be clutch against them. But here we go with the nuke. Gonna take out a 1. It's gonna be simultaneous. This has to be a broadcast all around the platforms. The Queen, though, going for the pokes. It's not gonna be enough, though. Will the damage come? Here we go with the second nuke on point. Gonna go for the third. We'll commit! And we are gonna go for the fourth one to slam as well. What an absolute madman. He doesn't want to set the world on fire, but he has set my loins and my throat on fire with this one. Get some really good worker kills along the way. 90 worker kills and 30 workers left for the Zerg. Gravity, come on. Come on, man. But he should build up a few ghosts just in case. It seems like he's enjoying his time with these nukes, but Infestor is gonna be so pesky. You want to get at least an EMP or 2 on to the Spellcaster line. Fungal gonna be very annoying against the Bio. Infesting Terran as well, gonna be pesky to go for the Swarm nature. But Gravity now is in position. The Liberator setting a zone of freedom, a zone of destruction by the central path. And here we go again. The Ghosts are trying to get in position. They do have EMP available. Corruptors coming on. I think the Liberators going to be completely torn apart. Brood Lords as well, going for the pokes. Broodlings onto the floor, and the Liberation has to back on out. Here we go with the initiation though. Brood Lords so good against Marines because these things are just so disposable all the way. But a tactical look now by the middle of the map. Can Gravity actually get this to hit? He has to commit into the front line. This has to be him going for the push. The Fungal is there, and this might be the biggest hit of the generation of all generations. Here comes the nuke. Here comes the thunder. It is gonna be a takedown onto the army, and we got another one coming. Gravity winning it out through fire, through flames, and through absolute beauty. Here we go again. The Broodlord's gonna get torn apart. The Infestors can't do anything whatsoever. And Miracle, he has ran out of workers. He has ran out of minerals. Gravity, in the meantime, coming up to Facebook money. He can't invest in any kind of stock that he wants. And we go for the zones again of liberation. There's one Broodlord trying his mightiest. The Ghost looking for the pokes as well. Good transfusions onto that one Broodlord. Miracle knows that's his only chance right now. But since we see the minerals, since we see the gas, we know that Gravity can just build on up in SimCity and get enough done. Beautiful pokes right now. We'll go for the hits. The Liberators just getting the blue ongoing. The Vikings even gonna play to the ground. They're not the best units right now, but they are gonna go for the chase down. I think that's a Liberators with the upgrade. They have the range upgrade, if I'm not mistaken. The Corruptors though are waiting on the other side, and the Vikings will be good against this because Vikings do extra damage against armored units. Corruptors are quite armored, and there you go with the rockets, but he doesn't have enough Vikings, so these Corruptors looking pesky. But never mind. Here we go. The Marines down below. The Infestor's gonna go for the brawl again. Gravity gonna be facing off out in front. Doesn't have a nuke this time. Should go for a little more of the army aspect instead. Get 200 and win out the fight there, and then a little bit of a calm before the storm. And yes, the Liberator is getting some good hits, but the Hydralisk already out in front. The Zerg is gonna go for the Swarm, but it's just gonna be a pest control instead. Infestation completely cleaned up here by Gravity. Miracle hoping for a miracle, not gonna get it. Not through God's grace, that is, as Gravity is one law of nature. You cannot ignore this Terran right now. So solid. Miracle calling it in Korean. I don't know what he says. He says GG. He complains that Terran is OP when it's not really. And Gravity just gives the CCC. He knows he won through macro. He allowed the nukes to connect there from Miracle's side. Like, Miracle's just like, I'm just gonna let you nuke up my line. And just a little bit of BM here potentially from Miracle. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to talk about. But Gravity deserving the win, deserving to destroy their opponent. When you stick on Zerglings for far too long, and you're committing on melee, right? You can't go for Ultralisk. You went for Hive already, but where were the Elephants? They did not show up whatsoever. Banelings completely inefficient as well. Miracle was looking for the win, but all he did was greed, and nothing to show for in the first place. So anyway, this just has to be a cleanup of the base. Unless Miracle can really pull something out of the bag, this has to be GG. 115 to 10 army, pretty much the show in the first place. Doesn't even have anything in production. He's just busy typing, busy bitching about his life. But yes, Gravity right now, so solid into this game. Those nukes, absolutely beautiful. 4 nukes on the economy, but even better onto the army as well. Acropolis giving us these nuke games, guys. And you already know what the highlight has to be. It has to be the army. It has to be army. The 4 nukes were here cool, but it also showed that Miracle was just not really paying attention. He only allowed the Queen to go for the pokes. Could have actually cleaned that one up if he actually cared. But no, does not respect his opponent the whole time. You can see Miracle wasn't even letting Gravity, you know, giving Gravity rather the benefit of the doubts. And now this is Gravity picking Miracle apart. Doesn't even have the grace to GG on out when he knows the game is over. But at least we get to see the Terrans go for janitor duty, cleaning everything up. Miracle's just busy watching everything unfold. He probably just AFKs as well. Maybe gonna hide something on the corner of the map just to be pesky. But it has come to a point that no one's producing anything anymore. +3, +3, +2. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever. Tech lost his idle time. Yeah, idle time is an interesting one. How are you idle for this long? For like, what, 100, what's that, 12 minutes? I don't know, 60, let's divide by 60. It's around 80? It's around 80 minutes? How are you idle for 80 minutes when it's a 24-minute game? Or is that milliseconds? It's not milliseconds, who knows? Who freaking knows? But yes, it's cleanup time. The Vikings gonna go on down. The Liberators are there as well. The Marines, Marauders, Medivacs. Good viable. Good viable play here from Gravity. Able to just commit heavily into that aspect. I was really expecting some battle cruisers, but only really built one by the end of that one. And good thing that the creep tumors do not count as buildings. These two spires, the legacy of the swarm, gonna go down. And that is the end of our game. Gravity taking the well-deserved win, just leaves Miracle in the meantime, lets his computer AFK, just waste Gravity time for like 2-3 minutes, just out of spite. But well done there to the Red Terran, taking the victory handily. And again, guys, if you participated in the simple qualifiers or just want to send in a replay, send them over at gamesarepool at gmail.com. That's gamesarepool, like swimming pool, at gmail.com. I've been Daks. I'll see you guys in the next one.